see, the whole of my adult life, I had believed in Malaysian merger and the unity of these two territories. You know, as people connected by geography, economics, and ties of kinship, would you mind if we stop for a while?
I am nobody's stooge. I am not here to play somebody else's game. I have a few million people's lives to account for. And Singapore will survive. 没有人有权利过问我们，我们自己决定新加坡的命运。There will be no race riots in Singapore. Never. One Malay woman took her child's hand and waved it like that. And I waved back. And they know that what we say we mean, that this is an equal society.
We had to lock up people without trial, whether they are communists, whether they are language chauvinists or religious extremists. If you don't do that, the country would be in ruins today.
One's got to get over the temptation of the news media capturing one's soul.
One value which does not fit Singapore is the theory that the press is the fourth estate. Because of our volatile racial and religious mix, the American concept of the marketplace of ideas, instead of producing harmonious enlightenment, has from time to time led to riots and bloodshed. Singapore's domestic debate is a matter for Singaporeans. We allow American journalists in Singapore in order to report Singapore to their fellow countrymen. We allow their newspapers to sell in Singapore so that we can know what foreigners are reading about us. But we cannot allow them to assume a role in Singapore that the American media plays in America, that of invigilator, adversary, and inquisitor of the administration.
Why do you have so little faith in the ability of your people, so well educated, to make intelligent judgments on diversity of ideas, on competing news?
I have been in office for now 29 years. I have won 7 general elections since my first in 1959. I think that qualifies me at least to be able to say that I do know Singapore better than the questioner. To give every family a stake in the country. In other words, that we should find a way to give them ownership of their own home, their own apartments. Then, if their sons have to go to war and fight, they are fighting for themselves. We never went for the iron rice bowl. Each person has his own porcelain rice bowl, and if you break it, it's your bad luck. And they look after it when it is their own and it's porcelain. Two weeks. It will take many, many months to repair the damage. I gave them a choice. Continue this, and I will, by every means at my disposal, teach you and get the people of Singapore, help me teach you a lesson you won't forget. And I'm prepared to start all over again. Or stop it. Whoever governs Singapore must have that iron in him, or give it up. This is not a game of cards. This is your life and mine. I've spent a whole lifetime building this. And as long as I'm in charge, nobody's going to knock it down. What are our priorities? First, the welfare, the survival of the people. Then, the democratic norms and processes, which from time to time we have to suspend. I think we would not be here today if we implemented in full the original constitution the British gave us.
What would happen?
Disorder. Disorder. So we had to limit some liberties. Liberty of freedom of assembly. You must have a police permit. You can't keep on agitating and getting people excited. You need a permit to have a publication. So in this way, we were able to gradually get some form of restraint in what you say, what you speak, what you do. The question you ask yourself, and the question which finally decided me, because I had a veto to say no, he will embarrass me, was, am I right in denying him the right to live his life as a citizen and to restrict your choice or postpone it for as long as I'm Prime Minister?